In a past video linked in the video description, I covered 8-ball break strategy and demonstrated and analyzed 20 8-ball runouts. Many people liked and commented on that video, so I thought I would do another with more examples. Some people commented that the runouts in the earlier video looked too easy, with no real problems to solve, because the breaks were so effective. Well, isn't that the goal when playing 8-ball? Regardless, in this video, I used the second ball break instead on my 9-foot table, so the runouts will be a little more challenging. As we saw in my most recent video, the second ball break is a good choice on a bar box, but it is a terrible choice on a 9-foot table. There is less chance to pocket a ball on the break, and there is a greater chance for clusters and other problems. If you want 8-ball break strategy advice, see the videos and resource page linked in the video description. In this video, I show 20 attempted runouts. I provide detailed analysis and advice with the first 5, explaining all my choices and mistakes, and then I just show the remaining racks without discussion. I pause the video briefly after each break so you can study the layout and decide which ball group you would choose and how you would run them. If you need more time to study the rack, just pause the video. If you disagree with any of my ball group, shot, or pattern choices, please share your ideas in the video comments. Be sure to include the minute, second timestamp and explain what you would have done differently. On some of the breaks, you will notice pieces of tissue paper in the rack area. These were used to create artificial gaps between the balls in the rack. While I was recording runouts, I was also trying to find important ball motion patterns with and without gaps in different places in the rack. I will present the results of this study in my next video, so be sure to subscribe to my channel and turn on bell notifications so you don't miss this and future videos. Here, solids are the obvious best choice. The 10 and 13 are tied up, and the 12 is also a potential problem ball depending on the runout pattern. All the solids go, and the 4 is the only ball that could cause a little trouble. I decided to deal with the 4 as soon as possible by starting with a stop shot on the 7. Now, a combo on the 6 sends the 4 into the open and opens another pocket for the 3. Often, one smart choice like this can make a runout much easier. Have you noticed that the cue ball hasn't moved much in the first 3 shots? Good planning and cue ball control like this also helps make runouts easier. Here, I'm using the 30-degree rule peace sign to check the natural angle for the cue ball. For information about this and other cue ball control systems, see the link in the video description. Now I'm visualizing where I want to leave the cue ball for the 1 to make it easy to go up table for the 4. I plan to use the 3 as a key ball to get on the 8. I could roll forward slowly to get a shot at the 8 in the side, or I could hold the cue ball for the 8 in the corner, but here, drawing over for the 8 in the other side is probably the best choice. Having several options like this is what made the 3 a good key ball choice for the 8. The draw shot had a wide margin for error with the cue ball moving along the line of the 8. The proximity to the side pocket also makes the shot very easy from a wide range of positions. Here, the stripes look much better since they block many potential pockets for solids. I decide to clear the balls at the bottom of the table first since not much cue ball motion is required. I could leave the 15 as the key ball for the 8 since it has a large shape zone with good position play options for the 8 in either side, but my plan was to leave the 9 as the key ball. Either of the balls up table are also acceptable key balls to get on the 8. Here, I decided to stun forward off 2 rails between the 1 and 7 to give me a potential shot at any of the remaining stripes. I misjudged the amount of stun and speed on that shot. In retrospect, I should have taken a more natural 2-rail path above the 1 to shoot the 13 next. Hindsight is a great teacher. Luckily, I practiced my jump shots recently while recording my Everything You Need to Know About the Pool Jump Shot video. I was confident to jump over the 8 to pocket the 9 on the side with natural position up table. Although, cue ball control can be difficult with a jump shot, and I left the 13 a little too straight, but I can still get a good angle on the 10 by drawing off the cushion with side spin. As with any shot requiring side spin, I use the System for Aiming with Side Spin to get an accurate aim. See the link in the video description if you want to learn how SAW works. That's a good angle to draw back into the line of the 8. I could have used more speed to get closer to the 8, but I didn't want to risk missing the shot or potentially hooking myself, so I just played it safe to guarantee a good chance for the clearance. Here, both solids and stripes have problems to solve with the cluster in the rack area. I could shoot the 14 now, but I wouldn't be able to bump the 9 into a makeable position. Rolling forward on the 5 gives me a good angle on the 4 to easily send the 3 into the clear with insurance balls. The tangent line heads directly to the bottom side of the 3, so a soft stun shot should be perfect. I knew I would have a shot at the 2, 6, or 1 next. It is usually best to solve problems as soon as possible like this. This one shot changed a tough layout into an easy one. Although, as you will see, I made it tough anyway. I meant to go above the 6 there, but I didn't want to risk scratching in the side. Shooting elevated over the obstacle solids, I almost missed the 1. Good thing my table has huge pockets. Here, I decided to kiss off the 13 to have a good cue ball angle to go off the side cushion above the 8, but I used a little too much speed and bumped into the 8. Now I'm forced to jump at the 6. I get a look at the 8 and I think the game is over, but I carelessly miss the shot. I guess I was still happy with myself for hitting a good jump, and I didn't focus enough on the 8. I missed that badly. Maybe it threw more than it should have, but my aim was obviously off. I should have calmed myself after the jump and given the 8 more attention with composure. Again, lesson learned. Here, stripes look much better than solids with the 2-4 cluster and limited options on the 3. The smart play is to pocket the 9 and get shape on the 13, which could be tough to get on later. Here, I'm verifying that the 30-degree rule natural angle heads toward the 3 for a good angle on the 13. I decided to minimize cue ball motion and hold for the 14 in the side off the 10. Here, I'm checking exactly where I want to be on the 15 to shoot the 12 in the side next, saving the hanger 11 as the key ball for the 8. I didn't get the exact angle I wanted. I could still draw to the rail to hold for the 12, but I decided to reevaluate my plan, partly because I decided I didn't like the 11 as the key ball after all. Also, it is easy to get shape on the 15 in the side or the 12 in the corner off the 11. You should always be open to changes in your plan, especially when you get out of line, even slightly. Honestly, I was trying to hold for the 15, but I didn't want to come up short, and I knew I would have the 12 if I went too far. The natural angle heads into the 7, so I don't need to do anything fancy here. I could use speed to stun off the side cushion to get closer to the 8, but there is no reason to take a risk. I can easily hold the cue ball for a decent shot at the 8. Don't try to manufacture perfect shape when decent shape is available. I don't have an easy starting shot at a solid, so stripes it is. The 9 is a problem ball because it goes only with short side shape to the opposite side. However, I see an easy way to open things up. I just roll out for shape on the 15 so I can get above the 10 to kiss it off the 4 to clear the side for the 9. I make sure I use enough speed so the 4 doesn't tie up with the 11 or get in the way of the 9. I played to be above the line of the 13 so I would have a good angle to head down for the 11. I had the 14 as a plan B if I didn't get a look at the 11. Now there is a natural pattern from the 11 to the 9 to the 14. Always visualize where you want the cue ball to be when the shape zone is small like this. Again, smart choices like the ones in this rack can really increase your chances for running out. If you want to improve your 8-ball skills and pattern play strategy, check out the Video Encyclopedia of 8-ball. Veeb covers in detail everything you need to know to master this wonderful game. I won't analyze the remaining runouts, but I thought you would enjoy watching them anyway. If you have any questions or observations, please post a comment below with a minute-second timestamp. Enjoy the rest of the runouts. I hope you enjoyed my second 8-ball runout collection video. If you missed the earlier video, the link is in the video description. Again, if you really want to improve your 8-ball game, check out the Video Encyclopedia of 8-ball, also linked. Good luck with your game from Dr. Dave.